Hello and welcome to The Bearded Chef. I'm your host, Tyler, the Bearded Chef Greener. Today we will be learning about how to sharpen a knife and how to test if it's sharp. Now, if you're a young child or someone younger of age, please have adult present so they can watch and make sure you don't hurt yourself. Otherwise, let's get to it. Okay, so for this project, we will need one kitchen knife, a sharpening stone, which you can get on Amazon for about 12 quid in the UK, or I believe it's about $15 in Canada or the US. And we will need 2 towels, one wet, one dry. Now, to get set up, we'll need to set up our wet towel down first. Don't worry, I'll be showing an aerial view of this after, so let's do that. And then you want to grab your stone and then make sure that the more coarse side is facing up. So now that we got our wet cloth, our stone, and our knife all here, we're going to make sure that our coarse side of the stone is up. This side is a 400 grit with a 1000 grit on the bottom. So to start off, we want to make sure our stone is nice and wet. Little water on the side always helps. Then we're going to place our knife flat down on the stone. Now lift your stone and feel this angle until you can't really tell the difference between the knife and the stone. It should be a 22.5 degree angle. Now with one fluid motion, you want to move it back and forth, counting your strokes, so you can repeat the same amount of strokes on the other side. Now a lot of people have different strategies on sharpening the knives, but this is the one that I was taught and that I find to be the best. So we'll switch sides, find that angle, and repeat. Now this is when the dry cloth comes in handy to wipe off all that excess sand and stone and water that comes on there. So I'm feeling for burrs right now. It's still not there, so we'll have to go back, feel that out, and do some more grinding. So, now I can feel there's a nice sharp edge. I don't know if you can hear that. Feel for any burrs. There's a little bit of a burr on here, so I'm just going to run it once over. Now, this is the point where we flip over our stone to the 1000 grit side. This side is to hone your blade after, because it's nice and rough right now, it's coarse, it's not going to hold its shape on it or hold its edge. So now we're going to slowly do the same on this side. You can hear there's a lot less noise with this, and you want to go to the exact same angle as you did before. So now that I feel like my knife is nice and sharp, I'm just going to set it down. So now that our knife is nice and sharp, there's a few things we can do to test its sharpness. One of my favorites is grab a piece of paper and your knife, and you just run it through. If it catches, it has a burr in it, or it has a chip. So look and inspect your blade and continue with that. A good practice of storing your blades is to have a knife guard. So you want to put your knife in the guard and put that away. It also helps if you have it in a drawer instead of a knife block, because then you won't cut yourself. Since we've tested the sharpness of our blade, we can now start chopping and cutting. So without hesitation, let's follow me to the next video and learn about the basic knife skills in the kitchen.